Ugh. Yeah, sleepy dog. Yeah, fucking hell, bro. I don't know. Yeah, so something done there. Dios delightful Camille. That is what I say. Okay, well, since I got things like this orientation lock set, I think things should be fine this time around. I'm hoping. Also, like in the back of my mind, this has been irritating the fuck out of me with, where is it? There it is. That, because holy shit, I'm pretty sure there's like a pebble or something stuck in there. Whatever it is, it feels tough. And like bare deep. And it's annoying. But who cares, fuck. Never mind about that. But it is annoying when I want to lay my arm down and there's like this weird pressure of something there. And it's like, what the fuck is this? Like I'm gonna have to just stick a prod needle, just see what the hell it is. They're cracked. Get some J's going. Well, not some J's, but some smoke bowls going. All that shenanigans and all that, but I don't know if cameras. Didn't really make a difference. Okay, well, let's try split screen mode, see what happens here. Don't fuck up too hard. Okay. You gotta be fucking kidding me. It's still doing that bullshit, really. Fucking really. You know what? There's gotta be a fucking way to do this. And also, this darkness shit is still really annoying, but what the fuck ever. Well, I'm gonna have to figure something out with that. Because that's annoying shit. Because what's even more annoying is I'm gonna have to like somehow calibrate it to like where the screen is available while split screen while doing this, because apparently it treats it like I'm vertical even though I'm literally not, so whatever. But at least I got the stream orientate locked, so I don't think that in itself should be a problem, but my phone sure as shit ain't registering that. Or the app itself when I split screen it, which you'd think it would fucking understand what the hell's going on here, but I guess not. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. I guess just have music or whatever. I guess we could do it the old Instagram way. I guess. Yeah, I don't have music in the background, but having to fucking, like, listen, instead of having to, fucking react. God damn it, dude. That's fucking genuinely kind of annoying. But at least that confirms something for me. Which, actually, speaking of... Oh, I don't want to fuck with it too hard. Nah. I won't mess with that. Actually, it's still on, or should I charge it? I should probably charge it. Shocker. That's fine. Yeah, where's that audio recorder thing? There it is. Do a test round. Figure I'd do that at least just to see if that will jostle anything. Well, funny enough, it actually. Oh, you know what? Hold up. I think I remember this happening one time before. I need a pin. I need like a push pin. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Come on, I might be able to solve some shit. Let's try it. Let's see here. Let's skibbity bop bop boppity ba yeah. Alright. Did that help? Dude, it's like it works and it's trying to work, but it won't. Fuck. Dude. I bet you there is certainly a way to get that bitch fixed. I bet there is, but I'm gonna have to like use some sort of a trick. Like, I want to put it back in here. I don't even think there's a reason for it to be in there anymore. But that truly is It's really kind of weird because like the camera app doesn't want to work at all, but yet everything else that would be attached to it does. Okay, well, weird. Odd, but whatever, I guess. And what are you gonna do, right? Odd, but whatever. Right, well, this looks like things are semi-okay, even though I still look like I'm in a dingy fucking lit thing, so whatever. Fuck it, I guess. It's annoying, but goddamn, bro. If I could somehow make that mic fucking like figure itself out, it might. Yeah, I need one of those like air blower things, like they clean dust out, like a dust cleaner. Like, psst, get up in that bitch with that. Because I dead ass bet I could like the mic. I could tell still works because it still picks things up, but there's like something in the way of like what makes the mic, you know. So there has to be a fucking way. Like, honestly. There's got to be another way. Because this is truly fucking ridiculous. Like, honestly, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. So far for, like, you know, reacting or even clicking links or anything, because there isn't really a fucking way to do any of that shit. Without maybe or maybe not fucking things up. Or at least, you know, having it where, you know, if pauses it for a second. Because I can't, like, use the split screen to just, like, go into the other apps, too. It's like it's locked into, like, the main app. You know, it's just like, ugh. I'm definitely having this. It's mainly, like, a main carry phone, and I'm having a backup where I can just switch the SIM cards over. Because this is a little ridiculous. I know one of the things that Rip City sent me was pretty much the exact copy of either this one or another one. Because I don't want to necessarily wait to see if the mic works or not at the same time, but I'm going to have to anyway. It's just like, what the fuck, dude? What's up? What's up? Streaming from my new phone, and it's a little bunk. Though this one is honestly, like this fucking thing, you know, is close to almost like, you know, working again to the point where I could stream from it again, but the mic is fucked. but it still works. But I think there's like something like a speck of dirt or something from the river or some shit that is in there and is blocking like the mic for where it mics. Because split screening, trying to it's like everything that I normally could do on this, I can't really on here. And also, yeah, it is dark for some reason, even though I got the same lighting in here that I normally do. I don't get that. So, yeah, it's a little bunk. Like, so I'm thinking I'll probably just use this phone as, like, my main carrier, then, like, have this one for business, you know, when it comes to streaming and shit. You know, because, like, everything else about this phone is fine, but as soon as I want to do a stream, I realize it sucks. Like, you know, it's like, it doesn't really pertain exactly well for those specific needs. Everything else is fine, honestly. Right, use right now to stream. It's a Motorola. Hold on. Let me just grab the fucking box for it. Is it a G-Play? Yeah, Motorola G-Play. Yeah, so it's a Motorola G-Play is what it is. That's what... And, I mean, like I said, honestly, it ain't bad, but for streaming specifically, it's a little bunk. Like, for some reason, Streamlabs thinks I'm vertical, even though I'm horizontal right now. Like, I could, like, you know, switch scenes or camera right now, but I can't. And also, every time I do that, like, you know, or switch, you know, the cam up a little bit ever so slightly, that's when it gets dark for some reason. Which I don't know why. It's weird, but if I can somehow get the mic to work on this thing, then, you know, whatever. But if not, then I'll just say fucking and, you know, just get it back up, I guess. Even though I really don't want to, but I mean, you know, I already kind of knew I was going to need to probably, but with this thing slowly but surely may or may not working, yeah, at this rate, I'm just like, oh, you know, I'll wait and see for a day or two here. I was fucking shocked when it turned on. Like, as soon as, of course, like, I go through the whole process, getting a new phone, and it turns on, but you know what, I'm glad I did anyway, because, well, Mike is all fucked, and the camera is a little blurry because of water stains on the inside of the camera. It's dried up now, but so there'll be a permanent haze if I were to use that. But, you know, I'd rather that than it be dark as fuck like this. I'd prefer a little haze versus this shit. Whatever the fuck this, like, darkness consuming me. All I see, all I do, don't get on. Just have fucking Metallica start playing in my mind. I guess we could treat it like, you know, we're doing like some, you know, listen to the radio and react to like, you know, radio broadcast or some shit. And recent news on 108.9, The Coast. We got, just in, Kamala shitting on protesters. Lift my car up, tops around my car, I have to go back to the store. Wait, what happened? I saw that you got, like, locked out of your car or something. I can't really, like, use this split screen to fucking, like, navigate different apps like I want to. So I'm just kind of stuck on YouTube in this unless I want to, like, fickle-fuckle with everything. It's annoying, but what, you know, what are you gonna do? I was hoping maybe some of my adapt and overcome attempts would fix some of this, but no. But here, actually, I have a little background tuner since I have that ability. At least for the meantime. Here we go. Yee. What? Oh. Oh, god damn it. Accidentally clicked the mic on, you know, I use the mic to search on YouTube. It's like, no. Don't want to do that. Actually, you know what? Now that I accidentally did that, I want to make sure the mic's still connected to Streamlabs. Just to make sure I don't accidentally mute myself. Accidentally did that. I want to make sure the mic's still connected to Streamlabs. Okay, yeah, it is. All right, now we're Gucci gang. All right. That's all that matters. I just want to make sure I didn't accidentally fuck that up. Man, I wish I could show this feature too, but when I have my phone horizontally and my keyboard pops up, it's one that I can kind of fuck around with and is literally in the center of the screen. Like, dead ass the center of it. It's like, bruh. I can move it around, but it's just like, dude, what the fuck? Oh, man, some of these features on this phone are really kind of annoying now that, at least when it comes to streaming specifically. Like, honestly, everything about this phone I actually don't really care about, it's just as fine as anything else, but, like, holy shit, dude, like, goddamn. Streaming specifically, it kind of gets on my nerves. So I lock myself out of the car even though I have a spare key in my wallet left. The wallet and the keys in the car while I'm doing deliveries for Domino's. Oh my god. Damn, bro. Or should I have AAA so I can get my car for free? Nice. That's at least good. Silver line, I suppose. Hey, what's up, Venom? Still doing bullshit with this phone. So, yeah. I attempted many, fixtures and didn't work. Only reason I locked myself out is because I didn't trust homeless leaving my car open. Well, no shit. I don't blame you for that. Is fish on moving? Nice. Hell yeah. You know what time that's set in stone? Person I lived for to didn't give me money at all. That was owed, so the order decided to go back to make sure they gave me enough cash. Oh my good lord. Doggle. I'm boofing off. Little boof cough, soup cough. End of this month? Oh shit, at the end of this month, huh? Well, at least that means I could go down to Albuquerque, which would be way cheaper for me to visit you. So there's at least that. So hell yeah. No, there's like, this is not like fucking compatible at all. This is royal blood. No, it's fishbone. Though frankly, the mood for that is ruined now at this rate. So rather honestly, if I am going to be listening to anything in background, be fucking like some heavy ass fucking shit. If anything. So fuck that shit. Like, how in the fuck does it even pick that shit up? Like, I mean, it's like, seriously. When it's not even playing through the fucking shit at all. Check out our link Nevermore. No. It's like, I'm not doing it. Because evidently it's too fucked for any of that shit. So fuck it. God. Are you upset right now? Yeah, mainly due to the fucking, bullshit of this goddamn retarded fucking mic on this phone, which apparently, for some fucking ungodly reason, is, playing music way fucking louder than me because even though it's way quieter than me, it's not playing through my speaker on this phone, which that would literally be the only way where it would be over blaring. So he's got me pissed off. Dude, I mean, especially for, I think all of us, we're all stressed. Like, from my shit, I'm stressed. Fucking cleaning shit at work. That's been, all that shit. I think goes streaming directly to YouTube. How would it stream directly how would it do that? It's pumping through it's literally pumping through this. Music sounds like it's right from YouTube out of my phone as if I was trying to watch YouTube. What the fuck? That is really, so what? Yeah, dude, that's the thing. My Bluetooth is on. That's why I'm like, how in the fuck can anyone, huh? it's just like, what the fuck? Like, how is that even possible? It's like, oh yeah, I can barely hear it out of this, but everyone's just like, just hearing it blast into oblivion. Which is honestly a little fucked, because the other night it seemed like it was okay. I still had to keep it down, but at least, it was like, I had it actually a little slightly louder than that, and apparently it was fine then. Still maybe a little overbearing. If I had to have my girlfriend's phone. That, I don't know why, but that is fucking weird. I bet it's the operating system on this fucking phone, it's not playing from your phone. No, I always have my Bluetooth on, when I do these. Mainly so we could go react to stuff, listen to background music, usually, just random shit like that. Which apparently that's just well beyond out of the picture. So, like, because it never ever did with this shit. When she streams on TikTok. Yeah, that's fucking, I don't get that. Is that like, an operating system thing? Because, I mean, the reason why, like, shit was pretty simplified, and shit, is this, with it being LG. Because here's the thing. Here, I can even just show you, since I have it right here, and it still works, besides the mic so far. Because look, here's how I normally have it set up. So, I have my Bluetooth connected to this. I have it usually set horizontally like this. Shut up! Don't fucking do this to me right now. I'm not in a fucking mood. Come on. Okay. So, I could do it like this. Where I can be like, all right, and that's literally how I have it set up, right now. Like, that's literally how I have it. What if, you got a Bluetooth mic for that phone? I don't know if I can have two Bluetooths connected. I don't know. That's, I guess, a way I could try it, but then it would sound a little, I don't know, man. At this point, I'm just going to get, another one similar to this, because, I mean, like I said, I could have it set up like this, and it's never a fucking issue. But because the operating system's different with this, and more modern, or whatever the fuck, it honestly is jank as shit. For just, like, personal use, and, like, checking out YouTube on my own and all this shit, it's honestly fine. Like, honestly, for my personal carry, like, going, record a video for a concert that I go to and shit, this phone honestly will work just fine. So maybe for, like, out and about, going to work, all that shit, I'll use this. But I definitely need to at least, like, have a backup, like, stream phone specifically, because this is retarded. I think, can I have multiple headphones that are Bluetooth connected to my phone before? Well, I mean, maybe that's a new feature now, because at least with this phone, I couldn't do that. Set up eventually. Well, it's kind of hard to do that when I have to fucking, like, deal with, like, getting a new phone and all sorts of shit. Like, I mean, it's not like I don't want that, obviously. And it's like, I mean, I do at least have some put aside for that specifically, and I ain't touching it, but, like, it hasn't grown in a long time. Like, I have, like, maybe, like, 200 or some set aside, but I need, like, 2,000 more than that, for the PC that I really want. At least as a startup, which would be a Starforge PC, which I already know which one I want. I already saw it, and it's like 2,200 something for, like, kind of mid-level, not like super high, like, got the most ultimate mega fuck you specs, but it's got enough to where you can stream and game and stuff, because it's like that Asmongold guy that has fucking endorsed it, and at least, also has Starforge and has, like, the top of the line shit and all that stuff. So, and, and a few other streamers use that shit too, and it seems like it's fucking, like, it's actually something that is good. Like, so it's something that's, I'd say, worth at least, getting money in, because if anything, that PC will last you probably a good fat fucking while. Especially if you take care of it, which I obviously plan on doing. At least the ink sliding is kind of fitting. Yeah, which only happens if I flip the camera or, like, split screen it like I did and all sorts of shit, which honestly, there's not even a fucking reason for that, I guess, for me, since I can't really fucking have anything in the background or whatever. Which pisses me off, because, I mean, a part of the vibe, here is to have, like, a little background tunes and shit, whether it's, like, some angsty punk shit or some just kind of chilling vibe stuff. I was kind of vibing, that's why I wanted to have a little Fishbone, maybe some ska in the background tonight. But now I just want, like, some fucking, like, Exodus, fucking, like, goddamn Sepultura creator now. I want like I want like heavy shit right now. My mood has completely changed. Baldur's Gate 3 has gotten so many updates, just like playing a new game. Well, that's cool at least. Drink a beer at the park in my car because I can't drink alone. My place with my crazy brother. One place is cool. I mean, is there even a fucking place that's open? It's 1 a.m, dude. Dude, like, Wichita's likely closed. And if anything, there would be like, what, 2 seconds of like a game or two. So, I mean, if it was like 11 or midnight, it'd probably be more worth it. You're trying to play music from your other phone set as speaker. You know that, well, wait a minute. I would have to connect a Wi-Fi hotspot with this. Which I haven't really figured out with this yet. And I don't want to really fickle fuck with it too hard right now. God, motherfuckers, man. Now we're getting, like, all these ideas make me want to, like, oh, well, let me... Because normally I could if I was doing it from this bullshit. Because motherfuck, bro. If you're down. I mean, I already got a bunch of brewskis. I mean, I got this and, like, another one. So, well, I mean, yeah, the Heritage has at least a pool there, too. You know, I should have fucking asked Kyler earlier tonight, because he was closing at the store, too, today. I should have asked him if he wanted to hit the Heritage or some shit. What?
I'll get this back to you. The one I borrowed when I was out, like, a week or two back, and it broke, so...
Oh.
I was going to smoke and I set it aside, but then I got more smoke, so I smoked it.
Okay.
It's sitting in there forever.
Okay, then. So random.
You always take the tobacco out of them anyhow. So.
I mean, the phone has the water in it, unless the speakers are messed up. Well, I know, but the thing is, like, the speakers on here, like, the speaker on this is actually fine. The camera is fine. It's the mic that is functional, but something's fucking it. I don't think it's water anymore. I'm pretty sure 99% of, like, the water that was in here is dried up. And so whatever is in the mic, there's probably, like, a particulate from the water that is in there that is causing it to kind of, like, you know, be held in place in a way.
Captured, like, high humidity sometimes.
Well,
that's why you want stuff to dry it out, you know, like rice.
Well, the thing is, now it's at a point where pretty much, as far as I could tell, all the moisture, like, the camera is fine now because it used to have a bunch of moisture in there, but I mean, outside of the water stains inside the camera, which, whatever, I mean, fuck it. Better than this shit that I have to deal with. But at least, you know, the mic, there's like there's something there where it's kind of causing it to just not register, but it is, like, I could tell it's actually worked because it's detecting and is slightly picking up my sound, but something's, like, blocking it, you know, from actually...
Like it's far away.
Yeah. Like, I have to, like, really be all up in that bitch. I wonder if this phone can fix the mic for you, replace the mic for... yeah, well, I will ask him about that, because honestly, at this point, like, that's really the only issue, because if so, if I could get the mic on Nick's fixed, I'll just fucking, you know, just switch the SIM card back on this fucking thing. And then, or at least, you know, switch it over for when I do streams, and just leave this phone here the entire time, and just let it be my stream phone. I mean, because also, there's, you know, because with this phone, it has more memory. I mean, honestly, a lot of stuff about it is better. It's just streaming specifically, it sucks balls. A lot of balls. It doesn't work really well. I mean, it's fine if I just want to, like, honestly, it's like, from what I could tell, I might as well just stream from YouTube directly at this point. I figured, you know, yeah, that's why I'm still on StreamOns right now for this, just because I'd figure I'd, you know, fuck around with it, you know, test some shit, try that out. But hey, I guess it didn't matter anyway, so fuck it, right? Like, so, you know, I mean, no background music, I guess, unless I can, you know, get a Wi-Fi hotspot or some shit, or maybe if Dad will let me borrow his phone or something. Because I don't want to use the radio, because there is a radio in there that, you know, that will turn on sometimes, because that's all like radio hits, fucking like, you know, like, and that's going to immediately get me copyright strikes. So no, I'd rather just like look up my own shit where it's a little more loosey goosey with it. So, no, it's so annoying, bro. But yeah, I'll at least try to hit up Rip City, see if he knows anything about that, about maybe trying to see if he can figure the mic out. Because at this point, everything else on that phone actually, for all I could tell, works. There are certain things that are a little fickle-fucky with, but if, you know, if all I'm doing is just streaming on it and then using YouTube to react to stuff and just like, you know, looking at links every now and then, I don't think anything else working or not means anything at that point. Like, because like I said, I would just use this for streaming strictly and then just use this phone as my regular carry. I just have to remember to switch to SD cards and shit, you know, and all that. Go play Blue Ball, just game instead. I'm just kind of ranting right now, at least. So, I mean, but if we go to Heritage, let's get 3 or 4 games in. What? I mean, if you want, I guess. I mean, I'm just like fucking kind of salty about this, and you know, but I mean, I guess I could still stream, but I would just have to like, I don't know. I mean, would that even really be worth it? I don't fucking know, dude. It's whatever for me, I guess. I'm just kind of like a whatever mood at this rate. You should show me at least see my tickets. Well, you should be able to see them through your emails or something. But, yeah, I mean, I can at least, you know, kind of figure that out. I'm salty about work and my car shit. Well, I'm salty about work, too, and my phone shit. And, you know, all that. So, I guess we can, you know, just stream after we're done with pool. Well, at that point, it'd just be... Well, I guess we could just roll back here, and you and I could just chill a little bit. And whoever's up can swing by, I guess. Smoke some crack. The fuck? No. It's already bad enough. I had some random dude, like, when I was picking up and setting up my new phone, like, literally 10 minutes after I got it, some dude's like, yo, you got some of that Plo? Got some of the Fetty, bro? I'm like, what? I'm like, no. It's like, do I look like a guy that, you know, is about to try some Fetty? And yes, this actually happened to me. I was like, you know, chilling on the grass, you know, like right outside by A2nd and shit. You know, just setting up my new phone, hanging out under the tree, just chilling. You know, because I figured, well, you know, hey, if I'm gonna, you know, just kind of make most of my way back home, might as well let's just chill here for a little bit. You know, so I did, and I was kind of figuring my shit out. And out of nowhere, someone, you know, rolled up being like, yo, guy in that bill? At first I saw, he said, hey, you got a phone? And I was like, yeah, I got one right here. I'm just setting up. He's like, no, I mean, you got blow? You got that Fetty? And I was like, Fetty? It's like, that's no then? I'm like, no. He's like, sorry, man. And he literally just, like, so quickly, like fucking Sonic, like, yeeted off of his scooter past me and then just, like, zoomed on to, like, some other person that was, like, walking to Winco or some shit. And I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, is this guy asking for fentanyl or some shit? Or was it, like... I was like, what? Geeking out, going for the dumpster on the way to see my girlfriend in Albuquerque. That is not surprising. So go through some narrations done by the channel Duchess of Darkness. I should have mentioned this person's DM videos. And I did say I would mention them this month. There's over 400 videos she has, so if you want to keep busy, she covers variety topics from creepypasta to true paranormal and some real crimes. Nice. Oh, yeah. Man, I wish I could fucking have background tunes, because you know, I probably could if I just, like, you know, looked at that and be like, hey, I'm borrowing your phone for like 30 minutes. I also love how this waterlogged Bluetooth over here is just like permafucked, but it's just it's this is so absurd. This thing is still somehow trying to cling on. It's like, just be put out of your misery or something. Like, oh my god. You know, it'd be dope if I actually had like downloaded music on here, which I know I don't, so I don't even know. I'm trying to like be like, oh yeah, let me check that out. It's like I probably do. And wait, no, I don't. The salt, dude. The salt. Gonna head that way so we can play some pool. Alright. Better chug this and maybe crack another, then you have to at least stay until I finish that one. Want to play pool? Well, hey, you gotta make a promise then. If I come down there, actually, we should probably really plan that. Should you fly up with me and then you spend a week or two with me after I spend a week, down there with you? But instead of me just flying back home, willy-nilly or some shit, we actually, you fly up with me for a week, then I drop you off at the airport and shit. She's coming too. That's fine. It's not like I think I give a fuck. It's like, it's like, hey. We'll have to figure shit out with that a little bit, but, we'll make it work. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan to make plans. Plans within plans. Plans on top of plans that are within plans that are manifested beyond the plans. I'll be finished the other one. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Albuquerque's got some good bars, some cool pool spots. I mean, I'm not too sure. You'll have to ask Venom's girlfriend specifically, because she's the one that lives there, and Venom's moving up there. So, yeah, Venom, you'll have to tell me what the bar scene looks like out there, and let me know if there's a good karaoke bar, because we're going to one. And I don't give a fuck. When it comes to that shit. She knows of a good sex club like the one Ignar knows of. Well, I mean, I haven't been to an actual full-on fucking sex club. I just know of one. I know there's a few of them, but I only know of one of them because some of my friends like Tyler have been to it. I haven't, though. I think even Logan's been to that same spot, the Sanctuary. Like, I haven't been to one myself, but I think even Logan's been there. But I haven't been there yet. Which is weird. You would think a kinky fuck like me, being a pretty sex-positive queer person, being me, you would think I would by now, but no, never did. Also, funny enough, I don't even know where the fuck it is. I just know it is in downtown Portland somewhere. I just don't know where the hell it is. So, that's honestly part of the reason why I literally don't know where it is. I'll have to, hang out with one of my buddies and go with them or something. She has a good voice. That said, fucking hell, true paranormal shit, it's always the same. It's usually something like we moved into an old house and doing her ghostly walls and what sounds like someone furiously playing a paddleball. Then when I take a shit, I saw a ghost hanging from the fan with spans around his ankles. We moved faster than a jiffy and I asked the landlord about it. She looked at me dead in the eye and said, "You saw the ghost Jerky Jenkins? He died of autoerotic asphyxiation in that room over 50 years ago." Yeah, it really do be like that when it comes to, true paranormal stuff. There's never like a variety or excitement or anything. It's either that or like those videos where it's like, someone obviously has a string attached to a chair and the chair is moving, across the room or something. It's like, ooh, surely there's a ghost there. I mean, it's like, I'm not like a ghost believer guy, but I can understand maybe like certain like energies and shit that we just don't really understand and stuff that are part of like dark energy or dark matter, stuff like that just kind of like passes through our fucking, system and shit, like, our earth and whatever. Because, I mean, dark matter, dark energy is something that is a thing, and it's all over the place, and, so it's, maybe that shit has something to do with some of this stuff. It's like, we don't know. We don't know shit. Comes like these cosmic energy and all this other shit that's all around us and stuff. Same shit that, makes life do its thing and all this other shit. It's like we only kind of know some of the shit. So it's like, who knows, dude? Like, that's what I like to think, honestly. It's like a lot of this, like, like kind of spiritualism stuff or like, ghosts and paranormal stuff. Not that like spiritualism or like ghosts and paranormal stuff are like, all the same, but they do overlap a lot. But like, I mean, I think, there is maybe like, a genuine like kind of universal explanation for it, but it's just like a form of like a of an energy that is like that has ability to be physical but also like metaphysical too. I mean, there's like the fucking quantum dimensions and shit, fucking 4D like tesseract cube shit. Like there's shit in our own fucking universe where it's literally beyond our realm of comprehension, like 4D shit. Like, I mean, the Tesseract Cube is literally the only way for us to truly understand 4D, and even then, that doesn't truly represent it. It's just like, fuck, bro. Like, I mean, there's like dimensions we are just like, that are just not, we're just literally are incapable of understanding, or at least at the very minimalist, idea. We do know there are multiple dimensions. I think it's theoretically there's at least like 8, 9 dimensions or some shit like that, so it's like we know there's multiple dimensions, in our universe, but we only really have a true comprehension and understanding of 3 of them, and we only theoretically can kind of understand the 4th. Kind of, and even then not really. I mean, it's just kind of like like kind of a basic assumption of how we know about it, but who knows? Maybe there'll be like some wild shit where it's just like, whoa. We just like, we break that barrier and we finally kind of surely find a way to understand those type of things. And it's like, whoa, shit, dude. And it might just open up our worlds, to, and our understanding about the universe in a lot of ways that, we just haven't yet. That's why I like shit like that. What are you talking about? Well, just kind of like what I think about, my like kind of feeling about like what might explain like paranormal activity stuff, like a ghost in the wall, or maybe like this like a chair moving because a ghostly figure might be doing something, or what you might see as like an ethereal spirit of some sort, like an actual ghost or some shit, like these kind of things that like it's obviously kind of been around like humanity for a long time kind of thing, but like, and obviously, a lot of it, I think, is just genuine, like, kind of bunk and just people telling, silly tales. But, I mean, for every silly tale, there's obviously some people that are like, no, I saw some shit, bro. No. It's like, in that fog, there was some shit going on there, dude. So it's like, and to me, it's like, well, what if it's just like maybe a form of energy or some shit, that's going on in our own universe, but, we just kind of see it. And we just don't know what the fuck it is, despite, what we do know, because it's just out of our realm of understanding. Whether it's like, some 4-dimensional shit that's kind of playing around with our 3D, perspective of the world and shit, or whether it's like some quantum shit, some dark energy, dark matter stuff. When they campaign what look like modern astronauts. Well, that's I think kind of partly what I mean, and the thing is, like, you have to imagine, like, when they were looking at a meteorite shower, like, or a comet, going across the sky, in our solar system, or all that shit. Like, you have to imagine they're probably thinking, what the fuck is that? What's up there? Are those like the gods? Is there like a being like us in that thing? Some shit like that. I mean, there is like, there is kind of like a realm of exploreful like creativity that our ancients definitely had. I mean, those cave paintings and those cave arts and shit just prove that, right? Like, we're a very creative and artistic species. We always have been. So you have to imagine that they probably were, thinking of some interesting ideas, especially at this point. They probably already believed in the idea of gods and other beings that being out in the stars and shit, right? Or even their loved ones, so to speak. So, I mean, but maybe they thought they were aliens or some shit up there. It's like, oh, those are like alien god beings or something. I mean, and I don't fault them. I mean, they barely, are kind of like they're barely understanding a lot of shit because they're, ancient men. In the remote past, possibility you never know. It could be like when they collapsed out years ago, so that's why it didn't come back. I mean, maybe. I mean, at least for that. I mean, that's just, we'll have to figure that out once we explore the stars. But we're not really there yet. Getting there. But, it'll take probably another 1,000 years before we can actually truly be interstellar. Well, more liberal estimate. I think a conservative estimate, maybe like give it a couple hundred years. For at least like proto exploration. Like proto interstellar travel, like, the like warp 0.8 or something, or like, fucking, at least, going at directly the speed of light or just past it or something, with a, colony ship or some shit, so, I mean, once we kind of figure out some shit like that, then, I'd say we could consider ourselves interstellar, if we're able to do that. It still will take a long fucking time to travel anywhere in the universe, but if we can at least hit just at like the speed of light, then some of these, near star systems can be explored in our lifetimes, and these same people could come back and, and say, hey, what's up? Now, granted, the time frame between Earth and for them would be way fucking different. And imagine the studies and shit about that. They're probably going to feel like they've only aged like 12 years. Let's say they're going Alpha Centauri. That's like, what, 6 point something light years away? So they might age like 13 years. But for us, they've been gone for like 20 years. Think about that shit. That's a mind fuck, dude. That is a mind fuck. So it's like they're technically have like stagnated in time for a short period almost in a way, or at least have like shortened like their time, so to speak, while for us, like, it's a mind fuck, dude. It's like it is. Forward time travel is possible. That's kind of what I'm saying, because they're, like, they see the world in the future, because like to them they think, oh, it's been 12, 13 years, but for us it's been like 20 something years. It's actually legit some kind of wild shit, and a mind fuck. So, yeah, time travel theoretically is possible, but we have to at least achieve speed of light or faster. I think in order to really make that a thing. Because, yeah, if you want to see how the world looks like 1,000 years from now, get faster than light travel and go to some other part of the fucking galaxy, then come back, in that same time frame, then boom, there you go.
I'm a time traveler. Every minute I go 60 seconds into the future.
Well, hardy har har. That's a dad joke if I heard one. Jesus Christ. That right there was a dad joke. Goddamn. Black holes theoretically can be used to jump across the galaxy, assuming you can survive. I don't know if I want to fuck with that. About to post a few messages, but without context to the last one, so it'll make no sense. Oh my, okay. All right, hold on. Also, when I hear I wasn't religious before this experience, which tends to go with a lot of these stories, I feel like it almost feels like one of those really shoddy Christian persecution stories and try to get conversions. Or like the atheist that becomes a Christian story that a church, props up, some speaker at their church and shit. Or like a reconverted Catholic or something. I was the only Christian at my 7-Eleven. Oh, God damn it. I was the only Christian at my 7-Eleven and everyone made fun of me. One day my boss comes up and said, "Hey, Christian, if you guess what number this 20-sided die will land on, we'll all become Christians too." So I prayed and I threw that die and I prayed that I would bet on the Lord's number. And when you know it, that die landed on 7. I kid you not, and everyone became Christian on the spot. Dude, true. Yeah, dude, same shit, bro. It's also like that gotcha question that atheist gets like, oh, you know what? Well, I guess, there is, Christianity after all. Because that's the same premise, but from the other way around where the Christian's like, ha, got him. But then you get the atheists and they grift it too. And they're like, well, see, he was just humbly, enlightening me with the truth. Two ends of the same coin, literally. It's two sides of the same fucking coin. The thing is, it's not inherently impossible for someone who's an atheist to maybe become Christian because, there was, he's Andrew now, which is weird because that's also my name. But, he was formerly Marshall Manson, but he's also kind of become a Christian a little bit. But, he's kind of been back better than ever and doing his shit, making a fucking fire album with Paul/Beauregard right now. Maybe get some Jared Gawain on that ass and some Billy the Fridge on that ass. Be like, ooh, about to be a fucking, firebomb of an album right there, honestly. I can't wait for that track, and all that shit to pop. It never works reverse. He never gets sorry. So the Christians will mock me for being atheist, so I show them an episode of Cosmos and they deconvert on the spot. Yeah, because it never happens like that. It's you can try to question, Christians, but usually a lot of the time they just end up being obstinate about it or being kind of resistant. I mean, you can honestly, talk, religious conversation with them, but if you try to challenge it, then they end up getting a little obstinate about it. I mean, you can give them your perspective and maybe, but as long as you're kind of not, trying to challenge them, I think, or at least in a sense of, trying to, deconvert them or something, then maybe they will be a little more open to it. But I don't know. When it comes to religion, I just never really try to fight unless it comes to organized religion shit because really, who gives a shit, As long as you're not trying to shove it down my throat, I don't really give a fuck. We can have a talk about it and we be cordial and shit. And I don't care. I've had plenty of those conversations, but
yeah, it's a nightmare. Smoke break at an AA meeting, Christian.
Oh, yeah, because anyone try to... Yeah, dude.
Start just, preaching to you and just, I just want to have a smoke, go home.
Yeah, you're making me want to, smoke this whole pack right now. Can you fuck off? Yeah, dude. Oh, my God.
Yeah, enough of religion shit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't care.
People, I'm done. I quit drinking.
It's cool, good for you. But I'm going for my own journey. Quit shoving down my throat all the time. It's cool to chat about it. It's yeah, how'd you, try to get clean from, drinking booze all the time? It's yeah, and you tell your story about finding God or whatever, that's fine. But if you're just proselytizing it, which also is anti-Christian too, by the way. If you read the Bible, which I have, especially when it comes to Sermon on the Mount and the paraphrase Bible here, when it comes to Jesus' words, they're all about, being humble and not, preaching and being, a street preacher kind of shit stuff.
What's up, man?
What's up, bro?
I heard a little bit of the stream on the way here. So, one thing I have a few thoughts while I was driving. They have found things that are faster than the speed of light already.
Oh, shit.
Okay? So, your whole 1,000 years, I think it's less than that.
Well, yeah, well...
We are going to be interstellar species if we don't destroy the Earth.
That's first, another factor,
or go to war and nuke ourselves.
I literally look like a blackened hole.
Humans... We have
I look like a black hole now.
Intelligent shit.
You might want to move out of light. I'm a black hole.
We are pretty smart. If we work together, we can go do some really cool shit.
I agree.
We really can.
I do agree with that.
Hey, man, we went to the moon in 1960. My great-great-great-grandpa didn't think that was achievable, probably. You know what I'm saying? That was, outside of theirs. Your dad just left, but... You see what I mean? You get what I mean? shit's achievable to me and you, but not to like boomers and shit. You know, like
Yeah.
But it's funny because
Logan has a voice made for radio.
They came up with
He kinda
Star
does a
Trek.
little bit.
They came up with Star Trek, bro.
Gene Roddenberry, yeah.
They came up with that shit, and we are almost living it. We are like approaching that shit. You know what I mean? Like we're heading that way. Like we're discovering shit faster than the speed of light. Like we know how to do shit that's faster than the speed of light over time, too. They've already constructed blueprints for ships that use propulsion that just keeps accelerating and accelerating and accelerating and accelerating.
Well, it's about
and
actually...
eventually, over time, it gets faster than the speed of light.
Well, you need the R&D to actually do it, but in our capitalist system, no one wants to do it because it doesn't make the money.
R&D? What do you mean?
Research and development.
Oh, yeah, but they have these ideas. They're like, with enough fuel, which they already have structures for solar like panels with the... They've already come up with, like, if we can just harvest energy while we're doing it, at the same time, we can do this. Because you just add energy and then keep pumping that added energy into the acceleration. Because space is nothing stopping you. With our gravitational pull, you just keep going that speed. And so you add more energy to that speed constantly, you end up going faster than the speed of light. They've already done the math on it. They already have constructed devices that could do it. We just haven't got there yet. Material, like research development, like you said, wise.
Well, RDI too, like research development investment.
And our teamwork has figured the idea out. And the math tones out. Like, I've watched a lot of shit on this. I've read shit on this. Like, same thing as a space elevator. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I don't think though. Like how? Like I really am skeptical about like a space. From the ground zero and then like to
they have scientific peer-reviewed shit on it, and they have over 200 researchers that have gotten together for a conference just last year for this. Just last year, a conference. That means instead of doing other money-making things, these all people came together and they're like, "How do we get this done?" Like for real.
I feel like there'd be better things than a space elevator, I think, though.
Well, no. Economically, if you can harvest materials from the moon or Mars long term, that could make a lot of people money. And people are interested in doing shit. Why people are interested, like Elon Musk.
I was about to say that, yeah.
They're interested in shit that makes them money. Shit they can exploit.
Richard Branson, Bezos.
Bezos, too, yeah. Yeah, shit they
Blue
can
Origin
exploit.
And then a Virgin Galactic, whatever the fuck.
Let's say we're all wrong. But they're still making money off of the exploitation of the curiosity of...
Yeah, because
still like, we're still curious if it's possible. Maybe they know it's not, but they're like, yo.
Yeah, we can use it as like a tax fraud front kind of thing, because then they can take federal budget and say, well, we're investing in stuff and it's tax write-off.
You see what I'm saying?
Happens all the time.
But I actually think there is some legitimacy to this. I think that we will be a space traveling species in the not too distant
future. Yeah, Logan's
future.
right. FTL's possible. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with what he's saying at all. Actually, I mean, it's just one of those things that
energy and materials thing. Because is there enough materials on Earth? Like
no, we're on a finite planet. So frankly, at a certain point, we're not. We have to eventually get interstellar in some way, but we need to do it right and do it soon.
No, I disagree with that. Like, if we just wanted to do our own thing here, we didn't want to be an interstellar species. We could.
I mean, yeah, we
go
could.
Through the there's a demographic evolution, post-industrial revolution. There's been 5 waves that have happened. Japan, Italy. These waves where they're having a negative birth rate now. They've already had the industrialization. They've already had the education. Their population's educated and stuff. The women don't want to have babies no more.
Yeah, like a lot of Western Europe countries.
U.S. is about to go through the 5th wave. Japan already did it. What happens is you have severe problems from the population dynamics from the 5th wave at first. Eventually, society figures out you need to incentivize people having a certain amount of babies. And then it makes the economy stable. That's why they incentivize, because you can't have people who aren't workers and consumers. You need both. And they can't just be old and a teeny tiny bit of babies. Like, that's no good. You need a...
yeah, you're, like, for Japan, like, they're, especially sadly of how xenophobic they are, like...
They're ending that now. They're like, oh, God.
Hopefully. I mean,
we can't do that anymore. No, the common people are, but the government is ending it. The common people will still be racist.
Yeah, sadly. Yeah, and that's going to be general. You see it in a lot of these Western countries, too, and in America. Yeah, you see a lot. Saying,
come work here. Come live here. Come work here. Like, hopefully you have a baby while you're here.
Maybe we can get all those weeaboos and anime nurses to go over there.
But Iceland's doing the same thing in a way.
Oh, Iceland's been doing that for a long time.
But they're not in, like, the demographic wave that I'm talking about. They're not a major, you know what I mean, like, developed country in a way, you know? They're a little different. They're like some other shit because of their isolation.
Well, a lot of it's because of mainly due to their genetics. Like their population genetically is so similar. They need
that's a caveat. That's an outlier.
And the fact that we'll even like do mandatory abortions if there are certain genetics like Down syndrome and stuff because they just don't want that shit.
Economists, population dynamic people,
it's like pseudo eugenics,
like sociologists. They've all come together and they agree that next 100 years or so, if we don't destroy ourselves, that most of the population of the world will have figured this out and gone through the sixth wave that they predict is going to happen to countries like Japan and Italy, where they get to that.
And maybe China, too, because I know they've been having this problem, too, because they also had that single-child policy as well.
They get to that 2.1% and stay there. And they think that the population of the Earth after 50 to 100 years will level off at 12 billion people. That's what they predict.
My God, that sounds...
No, it's not a problem, actually.
I think that might be honest. No. With our current consumeristic,
we have enough food. You know, 2/3 of the world's food source gets thrown out.
That's the problem.
Because
like our current our capitalistic paradigm is what makes overpopulation kind of a freaky thing for me.
If we actually did,
and even then, I'm still kind of eerie about that.
All we really need is to eat and have shelter and stuff. You know what I mean? Like we don't have to be an interstellar species. That's where it's coming back to the whole interstellar species thing. We need more material than is on Earth to really do it on a massive level. You know what I mean? Like some of these spacecrafts that they construct blueprints for
Venom, I don't think you're going to get that answer
massive, man. They're huge. They are big. Some of these spacecrafts are fucking enormous, man. Like, we do not have the material.
I've seen some of these
to do this.
Yeah,
like we don't.
I've seen some of like the.
You'd have to recycle and then like. Yeah, I remember from the moon. And
I remember as a kid I saw one of the model, like the real life scale of one of these
like
fucking
rockets. Like Spaceballs, the beginning of Spaceballs.
Of course I did.
And it's just the shit just keeps going. It just keeps
going
and going.
And I break for no one.
That's real, dude. That's like the spacecraft we would have to build to be able to do what we're trying to do.
Yeah, like, Spaceball 1, bro.
And then we'd have to have the fucking energy.
Yeah.
Too. That's the other thing. Like, the whole spacecraft would have to be, like, solar paneled and, like...
Maybe, like, nuclear generators or some shit in there.
Some shit going on, dude. Like, fission energy is a game changer. That is. We build our own little...
Is it fusion or fission?
Fission. Fusion is, I'm pretty sure, nuclear.
Well, no, both of them are nuclear, but one of them is basically you're splitting atoms, which I think we already do.
The other one is where you make
you combine them, and then using that energy, and you produce enough energy.
You're creating a miniature sun, basically.
Yeah, but
basically a miniature sun.
At least I know with I think it is fusion, where like if there is a meltdown, it basically just turns off and nothing really happens. But with fission, there's literally a nuclear meltdown thing because of the atom splits and all this other shit that happens.
Michael, my brother is here.
Hey.
We are talking about interstellar travel.
Space and all sorts of shit. Fusion's the clean version, fission's dirty. Okay, so fusion's the good shit. I'm all about fusion.
How do you do it? Oh, yeah. We're saying you need, well, it's not easy. Yeah,
Logan sounds eerily similar to a certain South Park character, and it's driving me crazy, and I can't put my finger on which.
Not enough human working together. But if we did, and we figured out energy, because energy is important to fund this interstellar shit, we need some fusion shit going on, man. Like, we need some energy. Do we want to play pool still? Because Heritage closes in about an hour.
I want to play some pool.
I'm down to play some pool.
You want to talk about interstellar?
We can still keep talking about it.
We're shooting.
Yeah. Well, here, I know Venom had a question for Logan here real quick. What do you think of aliens being interdimensional instead of extraterrestrial?
Yeah, actually, I think that's
interesting.
Possible.
Well, we talk about it with
No, actually,
we'll think about X-Men. X-Men.
Uh-oh.
X-Men. X-Men.
Look what you did, Venom. Look what you did.
X-Men. Think about Nightcrawler. That's in her suspension. Like,
Look what you did,
Ant-Man,
Venom.
bro. Ant-Man. Ant-Man's doing the quantum leap shit.
Yeah,
dude.
no. There is a,
Totally think that's possible.
Holy shit! I love that one question just
Not just
spontaneously
aliens, why can't we
exploded
do it?
into
why
this.
Why can't we do it, man? Like, why fucking Nightcrawler's able to just teleport through it, fucking time and space anytime he
how
wants?
about, okay, you're missing one person. The best one.
I don't know.
That very theory.
I don't know. Who?
Are you serious?
Yeah, you know more than me about
Oh,
the
yeah, when it
X-Men
comes to-
shit.
Okay, she's one of my favorite X-Men, and no one knows about it.
Smoking will go. Wait, what is this?
That's
Let's
voodoo.
kill it, bro. Let's
Yeah,
kill
oh,
this
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I will buy you shit at the bar. Because I said I'd buy you a phone, and I didn't have to.
Yeah, I only end up being
They figured that out on
I only
phone.
end up being $10 overdraft, but I already
He
had
was
$30 on
freaking
cash.
out so hard. I was just like, bro, I'll buy you.
And honestly,
you were
the
were having
only
a meltdown.
I know,
Right
I
when you
look, I
said
know,
You were,
I know. I even said it
you
myself.
were having a meltdown, man. I'm like, worst case scenario, we just buy you another phone, man. Like,
It's still
not
below
that
bunk,
bad.
but
I've been
The
where it's
only
at.
thing-
I've had a meltdown over. You've seen it. You've
I've seen it.
Okay,
You've
so-
seen it.
I've seen it a few times before.
You guys, here.
Anything to stop this
No,
meltdown.
shut up. Alright, past that. The name of the mutant is Haven.
Haven?
I don't know.
I don't know much about it.
Haven.
Haven, yeah.
She saved Wolverine, Cable, come on.
She's from the fucking future, though.
Yeah, and she also saved us from Apocalypse.
Didn't she fucking transport fucking Cable back in
Yes,
time?
everyone. Think about it.
No, she took Cable to the future.
She took them both ways.
This
You
is
know
why
who Raven is,
I
right?
wish that you and fucking Jimmy gave me comic books about the fucking, not the new, the old X-Men, like, but the fucking Cable X-Men shit.
I know.
Did
they
you know
did
bananas
not? I
contain a
wish I
certain
had
trace
that.
amounts
I
of
read all the
antimatter since they're
comics
slightly
that you and Jimmy
radioactive?
gave me.
Basically, it's something to do when they
Be honest,
overripe
most
it,
of
it releases
was
a
some
particle or
weird
something.
Spawn shit
No way,
and
dude.
Superman.
Bananas have a little bit of
It was a little
antimatter.
disappointing.
Does that mean that
Did
TJ
you read my card?
got the antimatter nut
No.
when he
I
did
didn't-
Banana
I
Gate?
didn't have the
There you
cards.
go.
I didn't have the cards.
There you
TJ
go.
inserted that
cards.
antimatter
I
in
have
him,
the
dude.
cards.
I
You
don't have the cards.
They were right there.
No, they weren't with the other comics. I had him give me the comics, and then you said,
I had
"Well,
those
fuck it.
cards forever.
I'll
man.
give you."
Are they
the-
arguing about
No,
comics
you
right
said,
now?
"Fuck it, I'll
About
give
well,
you
what the
the
fuck?
comics too." I got the comics first from
All right,
Jimmy.
all right, guys.
I
do
got
your
it from
stuff.
Jimmy
Let's go
first.
play some pool.
Yeah.
You guys are beefing about a whole story of comic now?
No, Haven.
I love how that one question ended up going into some X-Men
Let's go.
shit right there. I know. I'm about a little bowl, smoke my last thing, and
Do this.
I know.
I know if I didn't help you,
So,
you just
which
stay
way-
here
where are
until
we
that's
going?
done.
Logan, where are we going?
You said it earlier, so
So
that's
where
true.
are we
Heritage because they open longer and they have more business.
Okay, because it's almost two.
No, it isn't. It's 1:40.
Yeah, it is
That's
140.
almost two.
Yeah, they're open until 2:30.
Okay, Heritage. So we're going back. All right. I
You
will
want to
meet
just
you
go there?
Yeah.
And then
Meet us there?
Take a table.
Yeah,
take
get his
some
table ready for
over.
it. Yeah, that.
No. I'm just gonna meet you there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Back
then
there,
get.
table.
I'm not pulling the table. You were going in together.
Okay. Well, we have.
Well, fair enough.
Alright.
That works. Hey, it works just as fine.
That would be better though to just get the table
No,
going.
come on.
Try to get as many games in as I can. You know. It's not like this weed is going anywhere. Well, you never know with Zukov.
I keep him out of here when I'm gone. Later.
Yeah, I thought the same thing about Jazzy and Vito the other night, and they came in my room and ate my steak.
Damn
So,
true.
I don't know how they got in my room, but they did.
Anyway, I might be back later, but we'll see. Anyway.